nor pull the night toward dawn. All things arrive in their own season, or not at all, or gone. The river answers stone with patience. The mountain does the same. Time does not argue with desire, nor bend to fear or flame. What is forced will break its promise. What is rushed will come undone. Time keeps only what is willing to wait until it's done. So let time speak before you answer. Let it finish what it starts. Truth is slow but never late. It moves the strongest parts. Better trust the long unfolding than command a fleeting sound. Time reveals what stands in silence when all haste is ground to ground. I've seen men grasp for early endings and lose the deeper thread. What might have grown into a shelter was taken half-born instead. The night does not explain its passing nor justify its stay. It teaches by remaining until it fades away. Not all waiting is surrender. Not all stillness means delay. Some things ripen only in darkness and cannot live by day. So let time speak before you answer. Let it finish what it starts. Truth is slow but never late. It moves the strongest parts. Better trust the long unfolding than command a fleeting sound. Time reveals what stands in silence when all haste is ground to ground. Time is not your enemy, nor is it your friend. It is the witness of all becoming and the judge of every end. So walk at pace with what is given, neither lag nor race ahead. The wise do not demand the future, they meet it as it's said. What endures was never hurried. What is true will still be found. Time keeps only what can stand when the rest is worn aground. Better late with truth intact than early torn apart. Time speaks last, and when it does, it speaks to what will last. There are doors no hand can open, no matter how it knocks. There are truths that stand unmoving against the strongest shocks. The storm does not consult the sail, nor ask the oak for leave. What comes was never waiting for permission to arrive.
Strength is tested not by conquest, but by what it cannot move. Some truths stand beyond effort and ask to be endured.
There are things that will not bend, no matter how you stand. The wise do not exhaust their strength fighting what is hand to hand. Better meet the weight unbroken than shatter on the ground. What cannot change will shape you by how you bear it down. I've seen men curse the turning wheel and spend their breath in rage, while others learned its motion and walked within its pace.
The river keeps its ancient course, the stars refuse command. Fate does not explain itself nor soften to demand.
Not all losses are mistakes, not all endings wrong. Some walls exist to teach the shape of where you do belong.
There are things that will not bend, no matter how you stand. The wise do not exhaust their strength fighting what is hand to hand. Better meet the weight unbroken than shatter on the ground. What cannot change will shape you by how you bear it down.
Fate is not a cruel opponent nor a gift you get to choose. It is the ground beneath your feet and how you learn to move.
So stand where standing still is asked, and walk where paths are shown. The strongest hearts are not the ones that claim what's not their own.
What endures was never conquered, it was carried understood. The wise are shaped by what they face and live within the truth.
Better hold beneath the weight than broken by the fight. Some truths are not to overcome, but lived with through the night.
There are ways that ask no question and burdens with no end. They do not leave when named aloud, nor soften when you bend. The night does not remove the darkness, it teaches how to stand. Some things are not meant to be lifted, only borne by hand.
Endurance is not giving up, nor is it standing proud. It is a quiet choosing to remain, and there is no crowd.
So carry it whole and do not fracture under what you cannot flee. What is born with steady footing does not master thee. Better hold beneath the weight than broken cast around. The wise are shaped by what they carry when no relief is found.
final strength, fighting what remained, while others learn the shape of sorrow and were not overcome by pain.
The load does not grow lighter by wishing it away. It yields only to those who walk with it each day.
Not all strength is shown in lifting, some is found in staying still. He who carries without bitterness has already bent the will. So carry it whole and do not fracture under what you cannot flee. What is born with steady footing does not master thee. Better hold beneath the weight than broken cast around. The wise are shaped by what they carry when no relief is found. What you bear becomes your posture, not your prison, not your name. The one who carries without hatred is never quite the same.
So walk within the weight you're given, let endurance teach its way. Some truths are not resolved by time, but honored by your stay.
What remains was never conquered, it was carried, understood. The strongest hearts are shaped by night and still remain as good.
Better steady in the darkness than scattered in the light. Some truths are lived not answered and carry through the night.
So carry it whole and do not fracture under what you cannot flee. What is born with steady footing does not master thee. Better hold beneath the weight than broken cast around. The wise are shaped by what they carry when no relief is found.
There comes a time for setting down what hands were meant to hold. Not every weight is yours forever, not every story told. Some burdens teach you how to stand, then loosen from your side. What once was strength becomes excess if never set aside.
Release is not abandonment, nor weakness in retreat. It is the wisdom of discernment, knowing when to leave.
So
Lay it down when it is finished, let it rest where it belongs. What was carried with devotion does not vanish when it's gone. Better free the hands for living, bind them to the past. The wise know when the holding ends and loosen grip at last.
I've seen men cling to former battles long after peace had come. They mistook the weight for purpose and forgot who they'd become. The night does not accuse the dawn for taking up its place. What ends was never meant to stay beyond its given space.
Not all endings are a failure, some are proof of care. The one to release has learned what's theirs to bear. So lay it down when it is finished, let it rest where it belongs. What was carried with devotion does not vanish when it's gone. Better free the hands for living than bind them to the past. The wise know when the holding ends and loosen grip at last. Release does not erase the journey nor diminish what was true. It honors what has been completed by making room for what is new. So trust the quiet of completion, let the weight return to ground. What remains will stand unaided when you turn and walk unbound. The strongest hearts are not the ones who carry without end, but those who know the final hour and lay it down. Amen. Better empty hands at morning than fists that cannot rest. Some truths are finished by release and leave the soul its breath.